Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today, I will be reading Cat Cedar by Bakugou on Tumblr. So let's get into it. The Ashband was not surprised when he arrived at the location. The two planned to meet after both of your workshops. Almost every time on TV that decided to come out, you were always late, whether it be because of your agency letting you out late, or your poor taste and responsibility. Katsuki was always expecting such of you. Crumbling out a string of unuttered curses, Katsuki kicked his boots against the cool cement of the reef, while he waited for his beloved aide to arrive. As much as Asper was not pleased with your absence, he had a sense of understanding for your reasoning. The two had barely seen each other at all week, and you lived in the same apartment. He knew how hard you had been working. Suppose your tiredness would have to do. The sand sat near the ledge. The ash blonde placed a bag of goodies that had gotten you behind him to create some element of surprise for you. Though he would never admit it, even Katsuki's strong ego could not help the warm feeling in his chest whenever he smiled or shrieked in excitement. Ever since high school, he swore he would never come to grips with the idea of love. Who could ever love an asshole like himself? He wasn't sure of it, whether it was fate or some sort of god watching his back. But some all-forgiving being placed you in his life, truly an angel from heaven. You were unlike anyone had ever met, so kind and gentle, that you didn't let Katsuki or anyone else for that matter walk all over you, so fragile and radiant, yet so fierce and powerful. You were the perfect embodiment of a miracle in Katsuki's life. The Ashbound had not even noticed how lost in thought he was, until his attention was brought to the sound of rock runs and pants. Stupid broken ladder. I'm about to go into cardiac arrest and Katsuki will really kill me. Katsuki's head went back across ours. A small grin foaming at his lips at the familiar sound of your whining voice. Shoveling over to a sound, he waited for you to finally reach it up while looking at him with an unimpressed face. You having trouble climbing a ladder? Dash Blunt taunted, enjoying the way your lips curved into a perfect pout. Before you let your back flop on the ground underneath your boyfriend's legs. Lifting one arm up, laid the other one across your face dramatically as you sighed. I can't move my legs. My muscles are too sore. His expression turned one of annoyance, as you faked out your self-story. With a groan, he bent down and scooped underneath your shoulders, lifting you to your feet effortlessly, causing a squeak to escape your lips. Hey, hold up there, Hercules! Don't break my shoulders now. He exclaimed as he spun around him, blinking at him owlishly as he gave you a rather stern and serious expression. I make Hercules look like a twig. Raising your brow up to the ash blonde, you couldn't help but burst into laughter, knowing he meant every word he said no matter how hilarious it sounded coming from a mysterious scrunched face. That's my Koki Katsuki. I miss you, baby, he said softly, placing a quick pick on his lap before wrapping your arms around his neck. Katsuki tensed up at the sudden feeling, but instantly melted into your embrace, his strong arms holding you close to him, as he inhaled your familiar scent. How you wished you could stay in his embrace forever. But there would be more time for that later. There was a more exciting matter on your mind. So, I know I'm like late all the time, but today I have a valid reason, you exclaimed with a wide grin as you tugged out of Katsuki's tight grasp. I bought you your favorite spicy Thai noodles. Dash Blonde had not even noticed the box of noodles behind your back surprisingly. But sure enough, he recognized the bright box decorated in colorful flames in your hands. Letting out a quiet grumble of gratitude, Katsuki took the box out of her hands, before dragging her over to the edge of the roof where his bag was. Don't think you could outdo me, shitty girl. I got your favorite udon soup, he mumbled, shoving the takeout bag in your hands, before sitting down against the rusty air conditioning box. And now I got it for free because I'm damn awesome. He smiled happily at the counter of favorite soup, before looking down at your boyfriend, with a deadpan expression. One of the perks of being famous, babe. You remind me every day. His eyes shifted at your own, as he sat down beside him, his eyes narrowing at the sound of you being unhappy. Who the hell cares about being famous? You make all those city extras look like dog shit. Lincoln over to the blind, he smiled when he saw the concern hidden in his crimson eyes. Don't worry, Suki. I was only teasing you. I don't care about fame. I only care about the number one hero. He purred. Grinning as Ashland began to move over expectantly for some sort of kiss. Instead, he poked his cheek with one of her chopsticks. The number one hero bringing me my favorite soda, of course. Suddenly, his eyes opened, his lips turning into a scowl, and he shifted his head towards the other buildings, ignoring his girlfriend's gaze as she bursted into laughter. Don't be mad, love. I'm just teasing you here. Of course, my only care in the world is not just the world's number one hero. He started with a small smile as her hand reached up to touch his bicep softly. That's my number one hero. The Ashland fell into a calm touch, her soft words melting his brain to mush as his cheeks began to flush a deep scarlet. Just eat your shitty soup, you dumbass. Then he got a soft laugh that made Katsuki's heart and soul feel as if he was on cloud nine. He decided to take his advice, adding into your soup before it got too cold. The two of you sat like this for a while in silence, basking in each other's presence. While some find silence awkward, you two found it's a necessary factor to a relationship. It was a level of respect you both held for each other. The need to relax, yet still have each other's loving presence to calm the other down. So what did you do, Katsuki? Kiss any babies? Get trampled by fangirls? He let out a small chuckle, not being able to stop himself from laughing at your darky humor. Hell no. I told my agent to cut that publicity shit out. Today I just patrolled all day. Had one hell of a fight, but nothing I couldn't handle. He let out a quiet hum of acknowledgement, nodding at his words. She knew eventually he would snap on his agent. She had an old-fashioned way of thinking, and only focused on Katsuki's popularity polls, rather than actual heroism. The hell did you do today to get that nasty gash? Suddenly, her body froze halfway through slapping the last noodle of your soup into her mouth. You know how protective he was. It was clear he knew you could handle yourself, but that did nothing to stop his protective tendencies. Gash? I don't know what you're talking about, Suki. You must be seeing things from exhaustion. He said as casually as possible, wiping your mouth with his pair of napkins, before a shriek escaped your lips, as the ash blonde roughly lifted your ankle up, causing the upper half of your body to touch the ground. Try again, Alan. I have perfect vision, and I'm never exhausted. He said smugly as he analyzed bandages covered in red behind your chin, before his harsh eyes looked down to your own. Now what the hell happened? You huffed, looking away. I was trying to save some kid from being crushed under a crumbling building, and a metal bar pierced my leg before I could run in time. Dashman looked at you with suspicious eyes, before looking back at your leg, until he decides to finally drop your ankle back to the ground gently. You need to be careful, you dumbass. Puffing your cheeks out, yelled out an annoyed huff, pointing an accusing finger to him. You're one to talk. Look at your entire body. It's always covered in scrapes and bruises. True, but I'm hot, so I'm allowed to be torn up. That's it? No more kisses for you all weekend. Oh yeah? No kisses? Biting your lips stubbornly, you followed your arms across your hair suit, nodding confidently as you baited your head away from him, and let out a sassy huff. That's right, Katsuki. No kisses for you all weekend. Following his crimson eyes, Katsuki sat up from his spot against the air conditioner and scooped your waist in his arms. Looks like that means I'll have to shower you in kisses then. Your eyes buttoned as he suddenly dragged herself from his grasp. Attempt to break from his firm grasp, they smothered your arms with sloppy kisses. Katsuki! Stop at this instant! He exclaimed, eventually falling onto your back as the ash blonde caged himself above you. A divine smirk on his expression before he placed purposely sloppy kisses anywhere he saw you perfect. Your face instantly scrunched up as you busted into your heels, attempting to protect yourself with your hands, which you only kissed as well. He paused from his kissing attack when he caught a glimpse of your form, the sight truly taking the breath out of him. Looking up at him with concerned eyes, not sure he was staring at you so intently, he opened your mouth to speak, before he spoke up first. You're so beautiful. And that made a sharp blush rise across your cheeks, especially since you couldn't hide from his loving glare. Letting out a day's laugh, you brought your hand to his cheek, your thumb rubbing against his soft skin, before smiling warmly. Not as beautiful as you, Tsuki. The two of you stared at each other, once more, your eyes doing most of the talking, until he smashed his lips against yours without second thought. The kiss was tender and slow, as if Katsuki wanted to take his time and show every bit of appreciation he usually never could for you. And once the two of you pulled away, you stared at each other once for a moment, both of you sharing the same stargaze look in your eyes. Smiling softly, you wrapped your arms around his neck and pressed your face into the collarbone of his uniform. I love you, Katsuki. Normally, when Katsuki heard the daunting four-letter phrase, he would freeze up and wouldn't have to act or what to feel. But now the ash blonde had filled those words could never be more true and absolute to him, because you were his and he was yours. And a rare smile flashed across Katsuki's lips as he buried his face in your locks, placing a firm kiss on your head before closing his eyes. I love you too, Alan. So much.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.